work this situation out. I don't want to hear that right now. But I still got that letter. She kept on writing and she kept on talking to me on the phone and she kept on, let's pray about it, and she'd come down on a visit and I just want to sit there and lust after her and she wanted to pray. I want to lust. I don't want to pray right now. And she was like, let's pray. All right, we're going to pray this time, but the next visit, we're going to do some lusting. I'm only compromise on making with you right now. Don't compromise right now. But she would come down, man, and she would just pray with me and talk to me. They told me, the lawyer here had told me, like, you know, I'm going to file your appeal and you're going to be all right. Man, we firing you, right? And I don't even know what that really going to happen. You know, what's going to happen once I do that, but you got to go, man. Like, I don't believe nothing that you're saying at this point. Like, all the sympathy that he was trying to show me meant absolutely nothing at that point. Because in Pennsylvania, life is life. There ain't no coming back from that. Like, the lifer population is growing fast in Pennsylvania. And they don't got no sympathy, man. They started from 15, 14 on up. That's where they starting at with this life thing, man. Came back a couple months later, got my sentence. Judge asked me if I had something to say. What can I say? It's a mandatory sentence. There's nothing for me to say. Got my time, went back to the jail, went back to the block, sick. Fast forward a little bit, just moving forward a little bit. There was an older guy who I had met in the gym through a series of events. And he had a group of us sitting around him, you know, gave us something to eat. You know, again, I don't know nothing about God. Even though me and Saul were praying, she talking to me about God, I don't know none of what she talking about. Old head, he's sitting there, he passed some food around. And there was a couple guys, man, there that was my age. So as the old head was passing the food around, the one guy, he began to share his story. This guy's my age, and he's so into who God is, and talking about how good God has been. I'm like, how he's experienced God while riding on the bus and all. I'm like, what? What are you talking about, man? Like, did you hear about that new pop that they just dropped? Like, we ain't gonna be out there to hear that. And you're trying to tell me about your experience with God? Like, you really, and his conversation was real. After everybody else had went to sleep, being an old head, we sat up, man. And what I know now to be ministering, that's what he did. He ministered the gospel to me. That changed the whole course of my life. Like, I didn't know I didn't know at the time that's what he was doing. I didn't know that he was sent for me to give me that word of life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know that he was setting the course of my life right then and there, that it was for me. I didn't know. But looking back at it, I say, wow, God. And I couldn't tell you what that guy's name is. I know them sandwiches tasted good that night. But that word was even better. I didn't know though. But from that moment on, I didn't want to do anything else besides talk to somebody else about God. Right? And they say, man, go to jail, everybody get in the religion. Man, miss me with that. Like, I wasn't getting in the religion. The religion was getting into me. Like something changed, like something happened. But it wasn't like miraculous overnight, oh, everything in my mind just changed. No, I would still cuss you out, talk about your mom the next day. Didn't work like that, you know what I mean? I was still angry. I still had a whole lot of stuff built up. But I had something going on new inside of me that I didn't know anything about at the time. And it was different. Moved to another phase of the situation. They put me in another jail. Now imagine the lawyer's telling me that I'm not going to go upstate. That he's going to file my appeals and everything going to be all right. That was the furthest thing from the truth. Maybe like a month later, man, I was sitting in SCI Green. Well, I was sitting in SCI Camp Hill, went through my process up there, saw everybody coming to see me, family. And this is where song is really like making a push to be my, my strength, my everything, the person that I look to, like, yo, when I'm going through something, I'm getting on the phone, like I'm breaking all type of rules to get on that phone to hear that encouragement because this is crazy. Like they got me in the cell with a dude who bit his mom and choked his daughter, and I'm like, oh man, like I don't know this life, like where they do that at, man? For real, I'm like, man, I'm in the cell, like man, they put me in the cell with a dude, like he got a TV, but he's crazy, so I don't really want to watch his TV. I don't know what he gonna ask me for. Like, man. So I called Saul one day, she like, what you want, a TV? I'm like, man, you want welfare, how you gonna give me a TV? She like, man, what you want, a TV? I said, yeah, I want a TV. And that money came in the mail. I said, well, all right. Got me a TV. And I wasn't petty with my TV when I was in the cell with people. Don't be looking at me like that. I wasn't petty, I let everybody watch. Just don't touch it, because it's mine. You know what I mean? Man, I had that TV, man, for maybe 13 years. Huh? That TV lasted. That's God right there. That TV lasted 13 years in a minute, man. You know, man, shoot, I ain't even talking to y'all about that. 13 years I had that TV. They took me from there, that process, to SCI Green. Once I got to SCI Green, it got real. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all because I had to grow up, and I had to grow up fast. Like I had to take my emotions off my sleeve. Because some folks don't care nothing about that. Bury you in a hole. So it's like this. Get focused on what it is you're supposed to be doing while you're here. Songs telling me all the time, don't get comfortable because you're coming home. So don't be up there walking around in pajamas and slippers and all that. Like that's your home, because I ain't your home. You just passing through right now. That's all you doing. You passing through. So don't get comfortable. Don't be up there running in and out of the hole. Because she like her phone calls and her visits too. So I gotta be mindful of somebody else's situation. Because I don't think I can beat her for real. Don't tell her. I don't think I can beat her. We got there. She's like, well, this is what you need to do. Now she's giving me my script on how I should do this time in jail. Yeah, who does that, right? You gonna tell me how to do my time. I'm the one in there. She said, you're gonna go back to school, get your GED. I said, I don't wanna do that. She said, yes you do. I said, no I don't. She said, well, how do you sign up? I told her there's a process. You request slips and all that, but get your little whatever, you just call it a request slip, then fill it out, and go back to school. I said, wow. So you just gonna tell me I'm gonna get my life together while I'm in here. That's exactly what you wanna do, because you're coming home. I said, well, all right, I'm coming home then. That process lasted, man, what, 15, 16 years. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Countless amount of appeals, lawyers, denials, ups, downs, trials, good, bad.